If you're looking for a cool and wet adventure, head over to Alona Park. The main attraction in Alona Park near the coastal city of Caesarea is without a doubt the 2,000-year-old water tunnel. One of its names is Mei Kedem, which means ancient water.
Are we supposed to go up? Have no idea. English.
I can make it in English, the video, in about 15 minutes. You like to wait?
No, don't worry. I'm gonna.
The video itself, it's very visual. It's not a problem to understand it.
All right.
But if there is something that you don't understand, you can ask me afterwards.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So right now, we're being directed to where to watch this short video, which is going to explain to us the precaution we're going to be taking and probably the route or the safety measures around this place. A film explains everything that was here in Alona Park as we journeyed underground to an ancient water hole, and our story begins 2,000 years ago when the Romans drilled an underground water hole for the city of Caesarea to supply water for agricultural purposes, beverage production, bathing, and industry.
Can I?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I hope this water here ain't cold. It says here to the left. I gotta take my glasses off. Okay, so welcome to Mei Kedem. Wow. Coming behind. Be careful. It's narrow. The creation of man. Just have to be careful. Still goes on and on. The water tunnel in Alona Park, known as Mei Kedem in Hebrew, translated to ancient water in English, is an approximately 2,000-year-old underground aqueduct built by the Romans during the Roman and Byzantine periods. Alright, since that's it. It was a major engineering feat designed to transport fresh water to the rapidly growing, important port city of Caesarea on the coastal plain. It keeps going, and now it's gonna be getting dark again. Okay, now it's deep. Be careful, it's deep here. Construction occurred during the early Roman Empire, specifically initiated during the reign of Emperor Caligula, 38 CE, and completed under Emperor Claudius in 52 CE, with later additions during the time of Hadrian. The primary purpose was to meet the significant demand for water for drinking, agriculture, industry, and the city's numerous public baths and fountains in Caesarea. The water system began at the Ain Sabarin Springs in the hills northeast of Caesarea. The entire network covered a distance of approximately 23 kilometers and included a complex system of canals, clay pipes, surface aqueducts, and the main underground tunnel. Somebody's going back.
Good boy. Hey, easy. I think somebody just dropped out. Said she ain't going any further. Yeah, not everybody will like this if somebody's claustrophobic, you wouldn't want to be here. But for me, I like places like this. Well, here it says exit, but it's like it keeps going.
Roman architects and engineers used their in-depth knowledge of the local topography and gravity to create a system that allowed water to flow naturally over a very subtle gradient. The 6-kilometer-long tunnel section was dug horizontally into the hillside using a precise method where two teams dug towards each other from access shafts dug at 50-meter intervals from the surface.
Wow, how long is this?
A restored section of the tunnel, around 280 to 300 meters long, is open to the public at Alona Park.
Some people are scared turning back. Oh, these kids are really brave. It looks as if I am their leader.
The Alona Park, a protected area of Mediterranean forest located in Moshava Mikam, contains the unique archaeological site of Mei Kedem, that's in English ancient water. It is located between Haifa and Tel Aviv near Caesarea. About 2,000 years ago, the Romans built an underground tunnel in Mei Kedem. These underground tunnels in the water are walked through by visitors. A height of 40 to 70 centimeters can be found between the water and the ground. A film explains everything that was here in Alona Park as we journeyed underground to an ancient water hole, and our story begins 2,000 years ago when the Romans drilled an underground water hole for the city of Caesarea to supply water for agricultural purposes, beverage production, bathing, and industry.
Well, fair enough, the water is clean, at least that, but you just have to be careful where you place your leg because the ground is rough, and here is even deeper. This is a little stop here for anybody who wants to rest. Take my shoes off because it's slowing me down. Just took my slippers off for slowing me down. Where is this calf heading to?
For this purpose, the company's best workers were brought here and the route is shaded so workers can complete the task without being affected by the hot sun during the summer. It is mandatory to bring a flashlight because the tunnel is completely dark, so we went downstairs underground to the tunnel. Cold, chilly, calm, and decisive. Those were the waters that met us immediately. As you walk through the Alona Park tunnel, ask yourself, why am I here? There are many springs in Alona Park, some of which are still active today, including the Aviel Spring, whose water the Romans intended to transport to Caesarea. For the sake of the matter, they built a giant water plant on par with the scale of the period in question and the scale of history in general. Plant components included canals, clay pipes, underground tunnels, and more. In order to overcome the height difference that existed between the spring and the water well, where they planned to lead the water in the most efficient manner with the aim of bringing the maximum amount of water to the city. The planners, who took an active role in the plant's construction, took into account the terrain route of Alona Park as well as the topography.
Okay, here is deeper. Oh my God, who wants to go? Yeah, yeah. It gets to the. Wow. One second. Yeah, we can't go back now. To my knee. Wait, watch me.
Okay, let's watch him.
You see? It got to my laps. Wow. It got to my. Okay. I can do it. And it's like there is an exit here. Yeah.
This route is ideal for small children and highly recommended as a family attraction because the water is very low at the beginning of the route, reaching a height of 30 to 40 centimeters. Permission is required to enter the site. You should bring torches, clothing, and shoes that are suitable for walking in water. It is not permitted to enter with a baby bag carrier. There is a prohibition on eating and lighting a fire on the site. The site area is not allowed to have pets.
Okay, out from there. So keep going. Now my jean short is wet. See where it got to? Yeah. But that was fun.
If you're looking for a cool and wet adventure, head over to Alona Park. The main attraction in Alona Park near the coastal city of Caesarea is without a doubt the 2,000-year-old water tunnel. One of its names is Mei Kedem, which means ancient water. The water tunnel was built during the Second Temple period when both King Herod, who was known as Herod the Great for his colossal building projects and definitely not for his personality, and the Roman Emperor Hadrian built grandly throughout Israel. The water tunnel was part of a complex of canals, tunnels, and aqueducts that were designed to bring drinking water and water for farming to the ancient city of Caesarea.
Are we done with the water? But then the ground is so rough. You just have to be careful where you place your leg. Okay. This is an exit. No, you can't exit from there. So now you can understand how deep below the ground we are. So it says here, keep going. So we'll keep going. I don't know how long this tunnel is, but I guess we're gonna find out at the end of this video.
The entire water system is 22 miles long and just the tunnel itself is nearly 4 miles long. The part that is open for tourists is less than a quarter of a mile, though it can take a while to walk the length of it. To enter the accessible part of the tunnel, there is a flat downward sloping path followed by stone steps. A set of metal steps leads immediately into and out of the tunnel. Both the stone steps and the metal ones have secured handrails.
Yeah. Okay, not so deep. Yeah, it's deep.
You're the guy, by the way?
It turns out.
Excellent guy.
The tunnel itself is narrow enough for an adult to touch both sides without fully extending both arms, but wide enough for an adult and a child to walk side by side. The water is murky and ranges from ankle height to thigh or waist high depending on the visitor. The footpath is not always smooth and progress can be slow in some places. Dim overhead lighting is available, but it is recommended to bring a flashlight.
Yay!
Okay, I guess we're gonna basically be swimming. Okay, now it has gotten to my balls, to be honest. Got to my balls. Okay.
If you're traveling with children under 10 or so, it is a good idea to hold onto their hands. You will also find yourself periodically holding onto the walls for guidance and extra support. So the best kind of flashlight is one that can be strapped to your head, leaving both of your hands free. Besides flashlights, water shoes with sturdy bottoms and a change of clothes are recommended. In the summer, a change of clothes is less critical since your clothes will likely dry quickly once you leave the tunnel.
This is another exit. Oh, do I want to keep going? Okay, it's like this is the end. Hallelujah. Thank God. We got, wow, it's rough here, very, very rough. I have to go back. All right, so yeah, this is the end. Hallelujah. So guys, finally we made it out. Wow, that was fun. Very exciting, interesting, and fun. I feel bad for those people who are still in there, who weren't fast. Woo. Yeah, we made it. Wow. Nice. Awesome. Interesting. I think that was more than 200 meters on the ground, walking through that tunnel. I think it was more than 200 meters. So now I have to go get myself dried up and get to a different location. See where the water got up to? See where it got up to? Apparently, that was a very short tour at Alona Park, Mei Kedem, in the state of Israel. Even though it was fun, exciting, and of course very interesting to walk through a tunnel that has water in it, the fear of the unknown. The floor, the ground you're walking on is rough and steep, so you actually do not know if you're gonna pierce your leg. This is why, you know, here in Israel or other places where there are a lot of beaches and beach lovers like going to the beach, there is a special shoe for swimming. Not shoe, but something like a sock, not socks, that when you wear in a rocky beach, it's gonna at least help protect your feet. So people who prepared in advance for this place wore that, and I don't think they felt any discomfort in their feet. But for me, I was comfortable at first, only for the fact that my slippers was, you know, dragging the drag with the water, and my slippers and my feet, so it dragged. So at a point, I decided I had to take it off. But in general, it was a fun and nice experience, and I'm hungry. So this is why I'm seated here to have my breakfast. What time it is right now? 1:46, and I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. Alona Park here at Mei Kedem. It's a nice place, an interesting place, even though I didn't find it on travel, you know, search, because anytime I want to go traveling or want to, you know, make adventure, I search for new places. It wasn't online, it was just somebody who recommended, which is why we're here.